Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah Burns from the Resident Leadership Academy. So at the Resident Leadership Academy, we train community members to build their power and voice so they can have more say over the things that happen to them. How do you guys feel about that? Is that a good idea? All right. Thank you. You passed. So I'm really here to introduce Jada Tarbutton. She's going to speak about her experiences in our program. She's a resident and board member at Far Away Northampton, the Northampton Housing Authority. So I want to welcome her. So we've been training public housing residents for over 5 years now. We've trained, I think, close to 500 folks in well over 100 housing authorities. And then in September, we launched our expansion, and now we work with CDCs and other organizations as well. So in our first year, we've been really thrilled to work with the Chinatown Community Land Trust, the Newport, Rhode Island Health Equity Zone, so we are a multi-state now, the neighborhood developers in La Colaborativa in Chelsea. And this summer, we're working with Asian CDC and Nuestra Comunidad. So we've had such a great lineup in our first year. So thanks to all our partners, many of you in the room. And I just want to give a shout out as well to the other residents who are here. We had folks travel in from Brockton and Salem and Springfield and Boston and Belchertown. So just big thanks to every community member who's ever given their volunteer time. It's a special gift that we just want to honor and lift up. So with that, I'm going to toss it over to Jada. Get ready, everybody. Jada from Northampton.
Jada is my name. It's a nickname. It's a combo name of my grandparents, my grandmothers who are not here, but officially my name is Joella Tarbutton - Springfield, like the town that I don't live in, that I used to work in. But Jada, if you know, bill collectors call me the other name. Jada's for friends, so whatever is great. As she alluded to, I'm from a really very progressive town called Northampton, and I am a part of one of the first resident board members of Northampton Housing Authority. And also, I just want to say too, is that I'm a proud member of the Survival Center Food Pantry in Northampton, and also the YMCA and the Ward 3 board member of that. So I want to give a shout out to them, and I hope y'all are watching. It's very interesting that I'm here. This is my first time here, and I have to tell you, I didn't know anything about Mel King at all. We're over there. We're like the stepsisters, the Cinderella way over there. We don't really know a lot about this. At least I didn't. And it's very interesting because I think maybe they sent me some in the mail and I thought, oh, it's just a scammer. I'm not giving what little money I do have to someone. I didn't realize that. And then about maybe 2 to 3 months ago, I was feeling so isolated because on the board member, the powers that be, names later call me, but the powers that be would basically say, and I was really proud to do that because I've been an activist and an actress basically all my life. And for other folks, I've been portraying Ida B. Wells Barnett for over 20 years. So thank you, yes. But even with that, even in that progressive town, there's this differences. There's a difference with the wealth of knowledge there and all the progressive people, and then there's public housing. And it's just like you wonder what decade I'm in and what region of the country I'm in. You can probably tell I have a bit of a Southern accent because I'm from Texas. And so it's very interesting when I got on the board, I think we probably have the most board of commissioners. I think we have 7 and everybody else has 5 because the city council said we need more residents on the board. We really do. And here comes me. And actually I'm going into my second term. And when I was there, it's very interesting. The powers that be said, well, you can't talk to the tenants, you can't do this, you can't participate in that because you'll be getting into my job and you can't do that. And for a while, and it was 18 months, I felt, at least for the first year, so isolated, which isn't me. I can't even sit over there and be quiet. So I'm gonna be on the board and be quiet and not communicate with people and not know what's going on. But that's how it was like clip the wings to the point that I was about to get off the board. And then just so happened somebody from another state, Maryland, said something, and I wrote to them, it's like, help me, can you help me, please, what do I do? And then they let me go into their Zoom link, and they said, you know, you have something like that here. There's Nairo and Mel King. I was like, oh, that scammer, I mean, the one that's a real thing. Oh my goodness. So then Well, definitely not. But you know, emails, you get them too much. But it's so interesting. So since then, I can't tell you how my life has changed, the tenant's life has changed since we came upon Mel King Institute. I just have to tell you, get this imagery. It's like I was in a jungle and Mel King gave me a map. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, there's the fresh water. Oh, you can eat these plants. Oh, and it's not a jungle. It's like an enchanted garden now. And the interesting thing now, as we start to organize, the reason why I say that, the map is because I did my first resident board training and it was amazing. And with the groups, I started seeing other board members from other places through Zoom. We would communicate and it's like, what, y'all are doing that too? I just thought it was us having these problems. And so that communication, you just didn't feel like you were alone. And I certainly didn't feel isolated. And just 2 days ago, we started the resident leadership training. So it's not just me with the knowledge and what's going on and the connections, it's now giving it to the residents. And I have to tell you, the residents, they were splintered to the point where they said, we don't even need it. We don't even be together. People can't get along. Everybody goes in there. Their leaders are just dating each other. Then now we're coming together as a force. And we have about, I think, 8 different properties and we're all organizing. So it's actually kind of spectacular. So I really have to thank my, definitely Stephanie, Sarah, and everyone else who are helping us come together. And I also have to say one thing with Maria. I remember May was National Mental Health Awareness. And we did a Zoom link and it was so amazing because it's all the stuff we've been feeling and to have people say that it was so healing. So on so many ways, from the knowledge, from the emotional support, from the connection, and then, you know, putting us up in a Airbnb last night. Where's Nicole? I don't want to look at you, what you told me last night. Where'd she go? All right, so I won't do that. Anyway, I only have 5 minutes because Sarah is like the people at the Apollo. She's going to get me. So I just want to say that it's been really pretty wonderful and all the great things that are going on. And you can imagine someone with me with a big mouth. I'm telling everybody, I'm going to the Ward 3 and I'm saying, y'all need these people. You need to know about this. I had Sarah send me all kinds of pamphlets and everybody I'm going out to, not just in public housing, for private housing. So I tell you what, I'm just learning a lot of stuff here, but you give me to next year, I'll be knowing everything y'all be knowing about me too, because I'm going to speak and I'm going to tell everybody about all you good people doing good stuff in this world. So I certainly appreciate it. And so that is all I'm going to say because I'll go on and on and on. But get my number and give me a call. All right, y'all. Thank you.